If at first we don't succeed, we try and try again. That is our instinct, to fight and to keep trying. We all push against failure at all costs, especially those of us who are parents and grandparents. When you have children, you see the future through their eyes, and you are ready to sacrifice anything to ensure that their world and their life is better than their own. Every parent knows that. That whatever we do, we will sacrifice and we will give and we will do all that we can for our children to have a better life than we do. And so, what does it say about our government? That so many do not even want to think about the future, because to see tomorrow just like today and yesterday is unbearable. You know, a young girl asked me, why do I want to be Prime Minister? And I could tell from her question that she had already seen hard times, that her parents were probably struggling, doing their best like most parents, trying to shelter her. But there's only so much we can hide our children, especially from our children, especially in today's Trinidad and Tobago. Children see what's going on. They hear and they understand more than most people think. And so our question is more profound than just, well, why do I want to be Prime Minister? It was really, does it make a difference? Yes. Would it make a difference? Her belief, even though she was still a child, her belief was already dying and her hope was already dying in her. And that broke my heart, to see a young child losing faith and belief and hope. She was too young not to believe. She was too young not to have hope. She was too young not to trust that someone could be Prime Minister and do good. Because after 8 years of Patrick Manning, what she had seen, what she had been taught, was that political leaders were not to be trusted, that they only looked out after themselves and their friends. And today I say to you, that young girl is why I want to be Prime Minister. Yes. I want her to be able to look up to our nation's leaders with pride. I don't want her to live a life of no hope and no future. I don't want to live a life of settling for whatever it is. Settling for less than what she can dream. Settling for just surviving rather than just really living. I want her to grow up not just thinking but really believing that she can be Prime Minister, that she can be anything or anybody that she wants, that she will rise, that she will rise. And so I play that song for you tonight. If I could reach higher, just for one moment there with the sun in my eyes, I want our children to dream and to have hope that their dreams can be fulfilled in Trinidad and Tobago. But it's not just her. Tonight, somewhere in Laventille, there's a young boy who is struggling too. He wants a way out. He wants to do the right thing. He is not looking for a handout. He is looking for a hand up so we can lift him and he can rise too. But there's no hand to help him. He's heard all the talk about all the special projects that are supposed to help his family and his friends. But it's just talk. Nothing ever happens. Ask him what he thinks of politicians, and he'll probably tell you they're all lies and crooks. And why shouldn't he? What has this government done for him and his neighbors? Except every election turn up and ask for a vote and make promises that never materialize. They've done nothing. Mr. Manning says that since slavery, Laventille has a problem. Good God, Prime Minister, project manager.
Project manager.
Good Lord, project manager. 1834. We are in the year 2010, and for 43 years out of 56, you were in government. How can you come today to tell the people of this land that the people in Lavendale have a problem since slavery? What have you done for them? And that is why I tell you that you must vote for the People's Partnership. I want to be Prime Minister for that young boy. I want that young boy to know that there is a way out. He does not want a way of crime. If he's given another way, if he's given a reason to believe, I know that he will choose it. And I truly believe that if we give him another way, that he will rise with the rest of us. Brothers and sisters, that is why I tell you each night from our platform, that when you vote for change and for hope, and you vote for the People's Partnership, from the hills of Laventille, down here into St. Joseph, down into the plains of Caroni, down into the hills of Safari and Pinal and Barkpore, down to the southwest peninsula in Point Fortin and Cedros, and across the waters to Tobago, we will all rise together. Together we will rise. And tonight also, somewhere else in our country, there is a young mother on her own. She's been doing the best she can, but every day it gets harder. She would like to work, but transport is tough. She cannot afford to properly feed her babies and her children, to buy the basic necessities for her child. She's worried about keeping her children safe. She worries about keeping them healthy. And if they ever got sick, she doesn't have the money to take care of them. She sleeps only the sleep of desperation, this young mother. Never restful. Never a night when she can forget about what the morning will bring. Her sleep is anxious. Her sleep is worried. And of course, yes, she's tired. She's tired of the everyday struggle with no hope for change, no hope for anything better. Tonight I say, I want to be Prime Minister for that young mother. I want to be Prime Minister so we can give to her milk money to buy milk for her babies.